Hello everyone. So today at iGB Affiliate, all of the participants can hear a very interesting panel, Cocktails with Creatives, the new era of content creation. I think this is a very important topic. iGaming industry is rapidly changing and all of the iGaming companies need to know what will be the future of content. Stay tuned for more at Nightrush.
I mean, it's saturated, right? Every region.
So we're very excited to have this panel with us, very esteemed panel of code providers and affiliates. And we're going to talk a lot about the new age of content creation in the affiliate marketing or gaming world.
I'm brand manager of Nightrush, and what now I can see that going back to past, what was done and how it is now actually. Usually in the past, we just did SEO and nothing else. But now we see that not SEO should be done in iGaming, but also media support via social media, website, interviews, and so on. So basically, you need to do more. You need to engage more with your direct contacts, and you need to educate players in iGaming to understand, to believe, and to earn their trust. At Nightrush, we do casino and slot reviews, and that way we actually get that decision making somehow, like I would say 50-50 on us, because we already have a dedicated people who play these slots, who know the pluses, the minuses, some troubles that may be. And we do, after we do the review, players read it and players make a small decision, like whether to play it, how to play it, what can be done and what should be avoided from it. The AI is future, maybe. And we cannot say that we won't use it in our lives. I use it, my kids use it. But in our policy, in our company, it is no AI policy. So all of the reviews, all of the content that is on our website, it is written by humans. It is, I would say, innovative, and we try to make it as much as natural as possible. So the person that is reading will read it easily and won't take a lot of time to make a decision to understand the game provider, or the casino. So we try to help everyone around, not only the players, but also casinos and game providers, to see the benefits and to make shorter decisions.
Very cool. So we've got nice mix. It seems different demographics or different audiences have different betting types or archetypes, if you want to call them that. Some want to play the skill based, some want it to be done for them because it's more convenient. And then you've got the authentic reviews. So it just goes to show that each piece of content is valuable in its own right to its own demographic or audience. Yep. Is that a fair summary, I guess? From a player perspective, do you think this matters, and what do you feel are the differences between the two?
I really think that it matters because we see how players engage with our content, and because we not only have a website, we have our dedicated media section with social media and dedicated Telegram channel where our players are subscribers, and we see on which post they get more engaged, how they like the casino or the slot that we give them, that we tell about. And that way we can see that players are really engaging. And for example, when a provider comes to us, or a casino, doesn't matter, they always ask how it will be, what are the benefits actually, and maybe you can show some examples. And we see how, for example, our video interviews, they get more and more views and impressions, and people then write to us and ask, oh, can we do it? Like, can you tell more about this company? How long do you work with them? How long are they on the iGaming field industry? And that way, all of the iGaming people, they get more understanding and more trust
So I guess we can take a few questions because I'm seeing a few questions popping up from the audience. They're all relating to AI in this situation. So I guess we've gone a bit on that side. So one of the questions was, do you have experience using AI for content writing?
I would take the chance to answer it because, for example, we tried to test it. It was interesting, but we understood when testing it as AI, as content writing, we understood that it has to be taught and taught a lot. And we used it like maybe for several months, and still it's not ideal. Still, you see a lot of fluff. So I would say 70% of the content would be fluff, would be repeating, would be going all around one point and nothing specific. So, for example, I would say that it would be possible to use maybe AI in the future in content, but in a simple way, just for some short reviews, some short parts, like maybe for intro parts, that could be almost identical to any company, like for a start, like some kind of brief to use, but not as a fully, I would say, content tool writing.
Yeah. So we do have experience using AI for content generation, but very similar to what Alessia said, right? You can use it to help you get the foundational of your content correct. So if you're trying to use it for SEO purposes, if that's where I'm reading between the lines where this question is coming from, you cannot just copy and paste something from the output and put it in there. You still need to follow a lot of steps within the process to match what Google's EAT policies are, but also to give it that human touch, right? So if you're going to spin out content, let's say I speak in English, but I want to spin it out in Spanish, you're still going to need a native Spanish speaker to validate that content, check that it's correct, and also give it that brand touch.
You can use it as a helper, as an idea. Like, for example, for social media posts, I can use AI just to get an idea of maybe what heading should be used or what ideas, what is better, like several ideas for a certain heading, or what is now trending, and I see the trends and I can adapt my content to it, but not like a full tool.
When somebody gets say an anniversary in their business or they get a new job, you don't want to just say congratulations. I mean, come on, you want to tell them why it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And that way makes it so personal and so individual.
Now, when we speak to our partners and we see the future with engaging. So we tried, for example, one simple thing. We did a giveaway, but not a simple one. It was done with a game provider, EvaPlay, actually. We made a giveaway so people play on their slots. People get to know the specific slot for which this giveaway is. Then they go through a Google Doc file with questions, actually, about this slot. They answer, and the more they get correct answers, the more the chance to win. And it's not only like win an iPhone, as everyone gives away. It's a specific, like we say, money value that they can use on a specific website, and they can choose their price for this specific money value. So that way people get more interacted. They learn more about the slot. They get to know more the game provider. They see what casinos have these slots of this game provider specific, and they educate. And that way it's not only about like playing slots and gambling, it's also about, we can say, like responsible gambling.
I love that as well because it's also educational, right? Because you're getting the audience to engage and actually answer the questions, to be more educated about the slots, which I think in our industry sometimes we forget the importance of that.
Yeah.
How it's not just playing a game or simply for playing, but you need to be more educated on what the slots do and everything else. So I love that kind.
Yeah, so for us, for Nightrush, it's more about responsible gaming, gambling, and education in our future.
Thank you very much for everyone here.
Thank you.